Hey everyone, it's John here from Hot Take Hockey, back with another video, and this video is on the trade that just happened. Not a big one, but one to talk about. I think could be a big impact for the Seattle Kraken as they try to go for the playoffs. So the Kraken acquire Jaycob Megna from the San Jose Sharks in exchange for a 4th round pick. So a 2023 pick, they'll be able to pick between Colorado's or their own to send to San Jose by, I believe it's June 15th. Megna, I actually had to do kind of a double take here because for me, Megna, and you can go on his stats from the start of his career, he's always been a depth guy. I know he got picked. I want to say he was like a 7th round draft pick. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but he was a late round pick. This guy's always been like depth. You see him through waivers. He's seen the AHL quite a bit. So I did a double take when I saw this deal. But I have watched a couple Sharks games where I've noticed him. I'll pull up a couple clips here, but I remember he fought Comtois a couple months ago, had a big hit on Brady Tkachuk. And he's noticeable in the ice. Like, he's 6'6", and I want to talk about this in this video as well, that the Kraken have Jaycob Megna now at 6'6". They have Alexiak at 6'7". They have Larson at 6'4", I think. Even Will Borgen's like 6'3". I'm probably missing someone in there, but massive defense group. And they add, like I said, Jaycob, who's 6'6", and defensively, as far as I've seen, really solid. I know that the Kraken have struggled on the penalty kill this year, so you just know that a body like that for blocking shots, for closing up the lane on the penalty kill. So Megna is 6'6". So you put him on the penalty kill with Alexiak at 6'7", you're blessed. So the Kraken do improve here. I'd say 5-on-5 defensively, penalty kill for sure. This is not a guy that's going to play on your power play. So Megna will probably be on the 3rd pair, I'd say, with Carson Soucy. Oh, Soucy, that's what I was missing. There you go. So I think Carson Soucy's probably 6'4", 6'5" as well. So just monsters on the defense group. So Soucy and Megna maybe on that 3rd pair, depending on where they see Will Borgen. Cale Fleury has played a bit this year as well, but he'll probably be out, especially with this addition. So I think the Kraken, you know what? I need to start giving more respect to the Kraken. They are a team that are very tough to play against. Their offensive depth is unreal. Like, their 4th line this year has been so impactful, along with just, I would say, the depth they've gotten in numbers. They've gotten the scoring in numbers. And their defense group, as I just said, monsters on the back end. Like, they are not going to be an easy out in the playoffs whatsoever with that defense core. They average, like, what's the average height? 6'4" on that defense core. So 6'5" even. And then goaltending, they've had it decent enough this year. I mean, Martin Jones has had his games. I think the Kraken just overall, they've had guys step up that not necessarily were as involved last year. And then, just got better. So I'm loving what the Kraken are doing here. I think this is an underrated move. From my recollection of the season, I was not really expecting Megna to get a 4th round pick. But this is the other key part about it is, I'll bring it up here. Corey from The Athletic. And I knew that the Sharks had signed Megna to a 2-year contract. And Megna under contract for this season and next at a $762,500. So $762K for another year. I think that's such a smart move for not even just this playoff run and having that presence, but $762 for another year. That's such a low cost ad. I think I love this move for the Kraken. They compiled picks around the expansion draft, so giving up a 4th round pick like this for them is nothing. 12 points in 48 games. The fact that he's put up those numbers, and you know what, 5-on-5, obviously some of those numbers, I'm sure if I looked into it, are probably coming from Erik Karlsson, who he's played with a decent amount. So, and I've always talked about it. I wonder if this affects Erik Karlsson, because he plays at his best when he's with those kind of players, like a Mark Mathot or Jaycob Megna, or even when I'm pretty sure he played games with Middleton. It's like, you have that solid presence. You don't have to worry. You go for your freedom, and that's where Karlsson's kind of strived this year and made a comeback. So I wonder if this affects him on the Sharks side. I think Sharks fans, from seeing Twitter, they liked this guy. They're in a rebuild mode, so getting a 4th round pick, especially in a stacked draft like the 2023 draft, I mean, they could swap with Colorado if they finish higher. But right now, I think the Kraken are higher in the standings. So that's just how it goes. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Let me know. I was going to rip through a couple other tweet stuff. Oh, this is the hit on Brady Tkachuk. So, honestly, not a big trade on the surface. I think a lot of people on Twitter are going to downplay this trade, but I think this is a sneaky good ad from the Kraken. The Sharks, as I said, rebuilding, get the pick, but look out for that defense core on the Kraken. They're monsters. All right, guys, as I said, subscribe, like, look out for the podcast. We got some big guests coming up over the next couple weeks, like huge. So look out for the pods and yeah, drop a comment. We'll talk soon. Peace.